For obvious reasons, the public space has been largely dominated by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's termination of emergency rule in Rivers State and the restoration of the democratic institution that he had suspended. Public reaction has been as intense as when it happened on March 18, 2025. The president claimed a state of emergency on the state with the attendant suspension of the state governor, His Excellency Similaye Fubara, the deputy governor, Her Excellency Ngozi Odu, and members of the Rivers State House of Assembly, including the Speaker, Martins Amewule. The announcement has sparked mixed reactions across legal and academic circles. In separate interviews with True Vision, Abuja-based lawyer Kingdom Okiri and Port Harcourt-based policy analyst Dr. Frank Nonoba stated that the suspension was unconstitutional and there was nothing exciting about the governor returning to office. According to them, the president owed the Rivers State governor an apology.
He has the constitutional right as the governor elected by the people of Rivers State to review what that unconstitutional regime have done. It's a regime, it's a military regime. And I would also be once again calling on the president to apologize to the people of Rivers State for the unconstitutionality imposed in their state. He lacked the power ab initio. The president do not have any such power to suspend any arm of a democratically elected institution, at any level of governance. All of them having tested the unconstitutionality that the president imposed, in the state, I believe that they should not come back, to limit themselves within the ambits of what the constitution of their constitutional role as the members of the Rivers State House of Assembly, and the governor, should also work with them within the limits and the ambits of what the law has provided, that they should do as legislature, and what the governor should do as the governor, where the law has provided that the governor should present appropriation bill or any bill, or either executive bill or whatever bill, to the House of Assembly. I would be expecting that the governor should perform those functions, in a cordial, manner that would not, impede, that will not affect his constitutional role as a governor, and also the constitutional role of the members of the Rivers State House of Assembly.
No previous administration since 1999 had made such declarations. Though I know that during Obasanjo's era there was one in Plateau, but it does not give the president such power, even when they claim to say it's constitutional. But from what I read in that section, it is in a situation where maybe there is crisis, and we have been facing crisis like in the northeast and other part of Nigeria, where they have a lot of insecurity. And then, but yet these things are not, state of emergency is not declared. Even when it is declared, the provision of that section does not spell out that the governor and House of Assembly, deputy governor, members of the House of Assembly should be suspended. So I don't see any justification for that. He acted unconstitutionally, looking at the principles of federalism, what it should be, and what is obtainable in other climes. So for this very question, I think that is the problem. So more importantly, we have to correct our constitution. We have to operate our federalism the way it ought to be.
However, Dr. Christian Abu of the Rivers State University noted that now that Governor Fubara is back in the office, his biggest priority should be reconciliation, as is the only path forward for political stability.
The restatement of our governor, His Excellency Sir Siminalayi Fubara, We are happy that the mandate of the people is restored. The governor's immediate priority should be reconciliation and healing. A reconciliation rooted in genuity of heart. A reconciliation that is rooted in the very tradition and the nature of the African man, where the justice system is based on truth. The political crisis left deep divisions that must be addressed. The governor should reach out to all stakeholders, political leaders, community heads, and even ordinary citizens to rebuild trust. Alongside this, he must refocus on governance, improving security, stimulating the economy, paying attention to workers' welfare, which is very paramount, and investing in infrastructure, education, healthcare. These are areas that directly impact the lives of Rivers people.
In a statewide broadcast upon his return to office, Governor Fubara struck a sober tone, reassuring the people of the state of his administration's commitment to peace, unity, and progress. He also expressed gratitude to President Tinubu for his intervention and reaffirmed his loyalty to President, promising never to take the opportunity for granted.
As your governor, I accepted to abide by the state of emergency declaration and choose to cooperate with Mr. President and the National Assembly, guided by my conviction that no sacrifice was too great to secure peace, stability, and progress of Rivers State. Personally, I will never take Mr. President's kindness for granted, and for that, I hereby reaffirm my utmost loyalty and eternal gratitude.
As Rivers State transitioned back to democratic governance, there is cautious optimism among citizens and observers. All eyes now turn to the governor and the House of Assembly as many hope for peace, reconciliation, and development. Stella Carlo for True Vision TV.